Hey guys, Luna here, and we're here with the Horrorscope Fatal Awakening, and this is what I assume to be the sequel to the Horoscope, which is another game made by the same people who made the Test sequel. So you guys know what to expect. Before experiencing the Horoscope Fatal Awakening, it is highly recommended that you're wearing headphones. Have your volume up. Just as important as having the volume turned up on your system comes this next tip. Turn off all lights in your room. Trust me, you get a much better benefit from playing Horoscope Fatal Awakening by having your volume on and lights off. Playing this game in complete darkness is the only way you'll truly immerse yourself in the Horoscope Fatal Awakening and its maximum potential. Guess I'll go turn off the lights then. Able to turn off the lights. News, we can continue. Many of the scenarios and questions presented to you in this game are based on true stories and/or real-life events and experiences. The developers of this game are not responsible for supernatural, ghostly, or demonic hauntings or damages that occur during or after this game. By continuing, you are accepting full liability for anything that takes place. So we're in the haunted room again. And we're with Alice, but who looks different. Well, what do we have here? I'm surprised to see that you're still alive. You really shouldn't be. I have a feeling that you came here today because you're interested in seeing your future. More specifically, the end of your future. The fact that you're here right now tells me that you already managed to dodge your bullet. As I said, you really shouldn't be here. If you think you can somehow manage to escape death twice, however, well, let's just say the odds are not very much in your favor. Nevertheless, you're here now, and I have not much else better to do. That's a little awkward sentence. So I suppose we can get started with this whole process. You do know, this kind of deal comes with a price, right? I don't normally just hand out fate readings freely. If you come to me in the past and I didn't charge you, I must have a very good morning and feeling quite generous. I will make you a deal. I will tell you how you're going to die, but it's going to cost you 10% of your remaining time on this earth. If you got 10 years left to live, I will take 1 of those years. If you got 60 years left to live, I got 6 of those years. You understand, right? Well, yeah. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much time you got left, but I will tell you how your time will come to an end. And if you pay close enough attention, you might even be able to avoid tragedy altogether and buy yourself a little extra time amongst the living. That sounds like a pretty fair deal, don't you think? So what do you say? Do you have a deal? Sure. Wonderful. I'll be happy to show you what most don't get to see. Now, in order for me to show you what to see, I need you to do something that most people are unable to do. Something so simple, yet for some reason difficult. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I need you to answer them for me. Now, that's not the hard part, you see. The most difficult part of this entire process is that I need you to answer them honestly. Some of these questions may be easy for you to answer with the utmost truth and the best intentions. But some other questions, now, let me tell you, some questions may be incredibly difficult to answer. make you feel like a truly awful, despicable, but let me tell you a little secret. There's no such thing as a good human. Everyone has their quirks. Everyone has their problems. Everyone has their vices. And everyone has their demons. Now that's it. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to begin. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's just not about answering them. It's not just about answering the it's how many different variables. And I cannot stress this enough. No matter how uncomfortable you are, no matter how bad it may make you feel, you must be 100% and entirely honest with your answers. If you lie, you cannot be saved. The suffering you will endure will know no bounds, and you will regret not taking a little extra time to think before answering. Take your time. Do not rush. Truly think about the answers you're giving. This has been your final warning. Whatever happens to you from this point on is out of my control. And here we go. When we were younger, did you believe, when I was younger, did I believe in the tooth? Still believe in the tooth fairy? No. Do you ever feel dead inside? Yes. You very well might be. Have you ever had thoughts or fantasies of suicide? Unfortunately, yes. Have you ever fantasized about murdering another person? It's games mostly, but you know. Have you ever fantasized about murdering a family member? An evil person? Yes. Well, that's interesting. Consider yourself to be a resentful person? Yeah, a bit. Would you consider yourself to be an angry person? No. Have you ever killed an animal? No. Have you ever killed a person? No. If you had a life-threatening disease, would you intentionally spread it to someone you hated? Depends how, but maybe. If you could murder one person and get away with it, would you do it? Yeah. If you had 3 wishes, would you give one of them away just to be kind? Yourself to be a control freak? Yes. No one is truly in control. Yes, I know. Have you seen a ghost? I think that I have. Are you sure? No. If you woke up to a spiral crawling across your eyes, would you scream? If you had one day to live, would you do something incredibly selfish or potentially harmful to others? Yeah. Are you afraid of another person in your life? Not in my life, no. Have you ever been physically assaulted? No. Do you sometimes feel alone even when you're in a room full of people? Yes, certainly. If I told you that your life matters very little in the grand scheme of things, would you be upset by that? If I told you that you're unique, you're special, and there's a very good reason that you're still alive. If I told you that you won't be alive much longer, would that frighten you? No. It should. If I told you that you aren't playing a game right now, would you know that I was telling you the truth? No. Do you realize that your fate revolves how you decide to answer these questions? Get the sense that I might be a living entity, not just on your screen, but in the room right with you right in this moment. Already dead, would you want me to tell you? Yes. When you started playing this game, did you realize you opened a portal from the spirit world to your world? Do you know how to shut a spirit portal once it opens? At least with a Ouija board, yes. In order to shut a spirit portal, it requires a living sacrifice. Do you have any pets? You notice any Strange movements out of the corner of your eyes. Have your feet ever been pulled while you were sleeping? Are you afraid of dolls? Porcelain dolls and stuff. Do clowns make you uncomfortable? No. Have you felt like someone was holding you down while you were alone in bed? Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Yes. Do you suffer from extreme bouts of depression? Do you ever feel like there might be an unseen force draining you of energy? Say that if you break a mirror, they receive 7 years of bad luck. Do you believe that? No. Have you ever broken a mirror? No. Do you realize that mirrors are typically used as gateways to the spirit realm, and breaking one accidentally can open a gateway up, thus contributing to your bad luck? I knew it used as gateways to the spirit realm, but I was not aware accidentally breaking one can open the gateway, so no, I was not aware. Have you heard voices around when you were alone? Yes. Do you ever hear strange knocking noises when you're alone? Yes. That knocking in the game. Do you believe in a higher power? Yes. Do you believe that you have a soul? Yes. Does the thought of being chased make you uncomfortable? The phone rings, do you answer immediately? No, not usually. Do you feel like your dead relatives are watching over you? Yes, I'd like to believe so. If your mother or father randomly attempted to... would you be able to handle taking their life in self-defense? No. Do you love yourself? No. Do you hate yourself? Yes. Do you ever randomly get a chill up your spine? Do you ever feel like the presence of someone else with you when you know for certain that you're alone? Never alone. Do bugs randomly start showing up in your home and disappear as quickly as they can? Your pets ever acted strangely, as if there's an invisible person somewhere near them? No, I never had a dog. Do your objects randomly move around your house when you're not around? Do doors around you open or shut seemingly on their own? Yes, on occasion, like not on occasion, but it has happened before. Do your lights ever turn on or off on their own? Do you ever wake up in your name? Do you ever wake up to your name being called? I mean, when my mom called for me, like, no, I never had. Actually, I don't think I've ever woken up to my name being called. Do you feel alone right now? No, because there's people around me. Do marks or bruises randomly appear on your body? Sometimes, yeah. Are you afraid of anyone in your family? No. Do you trust everyone you meet? No. Do you truly 100% trust anyone in your life? No. Do you believe that one day you'll be taken from this life unexpectedly? Yeah. Do you believe in an afterlife? Yes. Have you ever walked through a cemetery? Yes, just the other day. Have you ever been to a funeral? Have you ever watched someone die on TV? No, that's technically not dying, so no. Have you ever taken something personal from someone that you knew you shouldn't have? Probably. Do you feel like someone close to you comes to you in your dreams? Once or twice, yeah? Do you dream on doors? No. Are you positive that your doors are locked right now? Well, no, because these doors can't lock, so. Have you ever noticed something watching you through your window? Well, something. It might. Oh. Do you feel someone behind you right now? Do you hear any strange noises in your room? No. Would you like to know exactly when you're going to die? I'd like to know exactly how you're going to die. No, I'd rather know when rather than how. Have you noticed any hidden messages within these questions? No. Have you ever experienced demonic? Are I told you that a guardian angel is being held captive and tortured, and that you're all alone right now. Do you believe me? No. Do you feel like you're being haunted? It could be. Do you believe in aliens? Yeah, I could believe they exist. Do you believe a zombie apocalypse is possible? No. Do you believe in vampires? No. Do you know that statistically you will come in contact with 3 or more serial killers at some point in your life? Do you know that out of every 100 people that you meet statistically, one of them is a psychopath? Yes, psychology. Have you ever wished you were dead? Yes. Are you afraid of death? No. Are you afraid of everyone you know and love dying around you? Yes. I'll make a note of that. Are you afraid of permanently losing your memory? Yes. Are you afraid of your loved ones permanently losing their memories? No. If I told you that at the end of the session there's a chance that you'll be sacrificed to the demons you unleashed, would that thought make you uncomfortable? Being sacrificed to demons. That'd happen. Did you know that you unleashed demons by agreeing to play this game? No. Did you know that this isn't a game? No. Does that make you uncomfortable knowing that 6 out of 12 playtesters who tested this game in early stages experienced prolonged demonic activity in their homes, and 3 of them are now deceased? No. Rip Hillary Phillips, Jason Graham, and Peter Grisham. Your contribution will be forever valued and will be forever missed. Thank you for everything. Have you ever used an Ouija board? No. Have you made contact with the other side? Have you ever had a pet who's passed away far before its time? No. Have you ever had thoughts that were not your own, as if you're hearing someone else's voices in your head? I'm here. Does your back, neck, or shoulders often feel heavy or weighted down? Often, no. Do you have a habit of starting something but for some reason can't find the motivation to finish it? Pokemon sick easily? No, hardly at all. Do things typically end poorly for you even when they've been going really well? Yes. Do you feel tired and just wish you could sleep all the time? Motivation, even though you really want to be productive? Yes. You often have negative thoughts that you could wish you could prevent from entering your mind? Yes. Do you get irritated easily? Your friendships or relationship often strain? No. Are you unlucky in your love life and typically get drawn to partners who just aren't good for you? No, I would say that they're too good for me. Too good for me. It's basically like I don't deserve them. Do you often have ominous dreams? Yes. Do you sometimes have dreams that you could have sworn were real but have no way of explaining how they would be real? Yes. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? You're feeling happy. Do you sometimes get a sudden burst of negative energy and the happiness is quickly sucked away? Sometimes, yeah. Are you afraid of someone coming into your room and sneaking up behind you while you're not paying attention? No, because no one can see. Oh, jeez. That was a little startling. Oh, don't mind Helga. She's only dangerous if you start seeing her around your house. She's only dangerous if you start seeing her around your house once your session has ended. That's probably a good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that you put smack dab in the middle of a vital choice making. We'll see how will you handle your options and you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. You and your friends are using a Ouija board. You ask, is there anyone there? Suddenly the plant moves the word yes. What do you do? I would probably my first initial thing would be ask who I'm speaking to and then quickly say goodbye. Very interesting choice. You and your friends are sitting around a campfire. You hear a wind scream in the woods. It sounds very close. It's too dark. It sounds very close. It's too dark to hike back to the car safely. No one has a cell phone service. What do you do? They send a couple, like initially, like, yeah, send a couple people to get service and help. Yeah, investigating, getting help, and staying at camp, probably. Really? You feel it now. You and your dog are curled up and watching a movie for the night in a complete darkness. Out of nowhere, your dog starts barking at the window. None of the usual commands to get your dog's attention works or seems to calm it down. Suddenly, your dog starts snarling and snapping as if there's something acting aggressively or menacing toward it. Your dog snarling ends with a quick and painful yelp and runs back toward you in fear. What do you do? I would probably grab my dog and run upstairs. Interesting choice. You're working late one night at the office and it's very quiet in the building. You keep seeing something out of the corner of your eye, but you can't quite catch what it is. Suddenly you smell the aroma of fresh coffee brewing and you're certain no one is around. You then hear an unfamiliar voice say your name. You look around you, but no one is there. The lights of the office begin to flicker. The printers and fax machines begin to turn on by themselves, and you hear the sound of children laughing. I would probably... God, I would probably... I guess my first instinct would say who's there. Oh, well. That should lead to an interesting outcome. It's the holiday season and you're at your parents' house helping them with dinner. You hear door slam shut upstairs, but everyone is downstairs. What do you do? I would probably say, hey, I can go check it out, but I want someone to come with me. We'll see how that plays out for you. Camping with your partner in the woods, laying in your tent together. You hear someone approach your tent. You quickly look out to investigate, but nothing's there. You zip your tent back up, and suddenly something unzips your tent. What do you do? I would probably immediately scream and then try and run. So hopefully that would wake up my partner. Very interesting. You're riding your bike down the street and you pass a house. You notice a clown walking to their car in the driveway, struggling to carry a very heavy bag. When he catches you staring, he snaps, "If you keep staring, you'll end up like this." The clown lifts the heavy bag up over his shoulders and tosses it into his trunk before shutting it closed. I'd probably just ask him what's in the bag. Should have asked. I mean, I would have carried on my way, but can't really do that. You're driving home alone at night with your high beams on, not another car in sight. As you turn around a bend, you see a middle-aged woman on the side of the road, naked and bleeding profusely from your head. What do you do? I would probably her through the window. I wonder what happens next. You're home alone making dinner. The TV's on low in the background, and you hear your name. You hear your name in a whisper, but you can't place the location. You look around and you don't see anyone, but then you hear it again, closer. What do you do? I would probably just ignore it and keep cooking. I knew you were going to say that. You're lying in bed at night and you're finally drifting off to sleep. You're having a lovely dream, and suddenly you're awakened by something grabbing a hold of your leg and shaking you to consciousness. What do? I'd probably kick my feet wildly and lift them onto the bed. I'll make a note of that. You're walking through the grocery store at night, but nobody's in the store. It's completely empty. No customers, no cashiers. Everyone's vanished. Suddenly you see a tall, dark man staring at you. He begins to sprint towards you. What do? I'd probably instinctively run. Interesting. We'll see how that works. You're in the bathtub at home, and suddenly the bathroom light turns off. The bathroom light turns off. The bathroom door begins to unlock itself, and the door slowly creaks up, but nobody's standing there. What do? I would probably ask if someone's there. Wonder what's waiting for you. Watching you. Interesting decisions you made. I think it's about time we move on. There's one last set of questions I'd like for you to answer. You may not wish to choose an answer to many of these, but you must. No matter how uncomfortable the answers might be, just imagine a gun to your head when making a decision. You must answer. Now let us continue. Would you rather kill and eat your best friends, or let your best friend kill you? Be killed. Would you rather fight a serial killer to the death, or attempt to run away and escape? Running away and escaping never works in the long run, so I fight to the death. Would you rather kill both of your parents to save all your friends, or kill all your friends to save both of my parents? I have more friends, so kill my parents. Sacrifice the less for the many. Would you rather be stuck on the rooftop and surrounded by a horde of zombies down below, or would you be stuck in a cabin with a large pack of hungry wolves standing on the outside? Well, the horde of zombies, I can theoretically still use the building. Would you rather be abducted by aliens or abducted by serial killers? Abducted by aliens, at least aliens won't kill me. Would you rather be possessed by a demon and hack apart the person you love most, or the person you love the most be possessed and let them kill you? I'll let them kill me. Would you rather hijack a plane and crash into the ocean, or be on the plane that gets hijacked and crashes into the mountain? At least crashing into the ocean will probably survive still, so... Would you rather be caught in the middle of a gang war, or caught in the middle of two lions fighting? Would you rather be stranded in the middle of the ocean in open water while slightly bleeding, or be stranded in the middle of the desert while heavily bleeding? Open water, even though I know there's sharks, but at least I feel like I would survive that a lot better. Would you rather be captured by modern day pirates, or be captured by pirates from the 1700s? I feel like pirates modern day would be... Dehydration's faster. Would you rather have to fend an intruder in your house, or be surrounded by a fire in your own house? Home intruder, because at least my stuff would survive. Would you rather be ingest an extremely toxic mushroom, or get equally bitten by an equally dangerous venomous snake? I feel like there's more cures for snakes, so. Would you rather visit a haunted insane asylum with no lights, or visit a haunted circus with no lights? Insane asylum sounds cool. Would you rather be haunted by a very angry ghost, or a very neutral demon? Neutral demon. I can just vibe with it. Would you rather eat your favorite pet in order to survive a dangerous situation, or you eat a complete stranger? Would you rather be stabbed 3 times in each leg, or be stabbed once in the stomach? I want to. Would you rather have your head held under cold water for 3 minutes, or your head plunge into boiling water for 10 seconds? I can't hold my breath for 3 minutes, so 10 seconds. Would you rather die alone, or would you rather die surrounded by all your friends and family? Would you rather have 3 live spiders funnel down your throat, or let a half a dozen live scorpions crawl on your body? Scorpions. Would you rather stay in an extremely haunted mansion for 72 hours, or attempt to survive in your own house with a serial killer for 24 hours? The serial killer could just be like, yeah, I don't want to kill you. Would you rather sleep in a cellar that a known witch used to live in for 1 night, or sleep in an abandoned hospital that's notoriously haunted for 1 night? Sounds cool. Would you know that someone has been watching you in your room this entire time, or be completely oblivious to them standing there? I'd rather know that someone's watching me. Oh yeah, I realized there's 2 dolls on the bed rather than just the teddy bear. I find your answers to be very revealing. I've learned a lot, and I'm sure you will soon as well. Let me take a look at you as a whole and dive into what fate has in store for you. Ah, yes, I believe we have come to a verdict. Based on what you told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is how I can see your life ending. I see darkness, complete and utter darkness. I am looking through someone's eyes. They're trapped in a very small, combined, dark, damp place. It smells of chemicals and dirt. Oh no, being buried alive. I feel a bump and another bump. We're moving. We're in a car. Oh, I guess a trunk. More specifically, we're in a trunk. The eyes of whom I'm looking through are yours. Suddenly, we stopped. I hear a car door open, and now I hear it shut. Someone is coming. Footsteps fill my ears. The trunk lid is lifted, and I'm temporarily blinded by the shining of a very bright light. You are temporarily blinded by the shining of a very bright light. The light is turned away to reveal the face of an old man, perhaps in his 60s, tall and lanky with a ruff of whiskers and crooked teeth. He's missing most of his hair and smells of cigarettes and alcohol. The man has a crazed look in his eyes, and he stares down at you with a smile and begins to drool uncontrollably. Oh no, am I gonna get eaten alive? He grabs a hold of you and drags you out of the trunk with surprising ease. He's much stronger than he looks, unnaturally strong. You realize that you cannot fend him off, as your hands and feet have been heavily bound with rope. The old man continues to drag it across the dirt and into an old, dilapidated house of some sort. He begins to remove your clothes piece by piece, ripping and tearing articles of clothing to get around the ropes he's tied you with. He then turns to you. Basically, he rapes me, and this goes for an extensive amount of time, perhaps even hours. You do your best to break free, but there's very little hope at this point. He never unties you. When he's finished, he simply grabs you once more and drags you up a flight of stairs. The hard wooden stairs causes instant bruising up and down your body as you're uncomfortably dragged across them. He drags you further down the hall and stops. Begin to smell a familiar smell that you remembered from only a matter of hours ago, the familiar scent of chemicals and dirt. One man lifts you up above his shoulders, cradles you in his arms, and gives you one last look as he stares into your terrified eyes and lays down into a bathtub full of liquid. Your skin feel your body burning as if you've been set on fire. You try to kick, you try and scream, you struggle, but nothing works. You catch a glimpse of your arms and legs amidst the panic, only to realize that your skin has begun to fall off. Your muscle and bone. You realize that you're being disintegrated. The old man's bathtub. It doesn't take more than a few minutes for you to die, but feels like an eternity. It's not entirely over yet. It's not too late to turn back time. For others, perhaps, but not for you. There's still hope. Heed my warnings, as they will help you. Remember, I get a portion of your incredibly limited life. I want you to live as long as possible, so listen well. You've seen this old man before. If his face does not reveal itself in your head, then it will once you've seen him in the coming days. You will see him once more the day before he takes you. He'll most likely not speak to you, but if he does, try and sway his interest in you by making yourself appear like a difficult target. Tell him that you don't live alone, tell him you have weapons, or you're going to be away for the next few weeks. If he doesn't speak to you, but you do see him, then you're in a lot more trouble. In this case, you'll need to keep an eye on the clock. Avoid being in public around the time of 3:15 p.m. Don't go straight home if you're caught in public at that time. Make sure your doors are locked and your windows are shut. There's a good chance that he doesn't know exactly where you live yet. You'll run into him eventually, but you can still escape your fates. I wish you the best of luck. Your secret word is dirt. Remember this word. It will come in handy. Alright, write this down. God, it's just a secret word that I was assigned to you at the end of the session, and leave it in the comments for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included on a future project work. Left your secret word for us on other titles. We've read your feedback, and it's helped us construct this project, as well as other titles that we're currently developing. Don't be afraid. This is the opportunity for you to be part of history. It's a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of the upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments, and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave, and we'll always read through them thoroughly. I really hope that I get put in the future projects, even though I'm just a YouTube channel. Thank you for taking the time to support us, and we genuinely hope that you've enjoyed your time playing our titles or learned something of value and importance that can benefit you in life. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We read through every single review and comment left for us. We love the conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of our games. And the third and final in the third and final installment of the test series, all will finally be revealed, which we've already played earlier. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings as it helps shape what we do as we work on future projects to bring the most emotion out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, and thank you for playing. Thank you for contributing your secret word to our projects. And there's the people who have There's a short list of randomly selected names of our supporters. Thank you. If you don't see me named below, trust me, if you left or plan on leaving comments, you'll be, yeah, so there's a bunch of people. Yeah, and there's, thank you guys for playing the previous games. I like the name What, that's kind of funny. King of the Fall, Key, Amy, Player Unknown, Peach Flight, Chase. Yeah, just seeing if there's any funny names. Quietly. Bravo. Nola. Hi, Nomrox. Nephilim is an interesting choice. Dark Templar. Okay. It was me. Jay. The Grimace. Yeah. There's lots of names. You can see why in the other games they added in the would you like to see the names of people, since there's a lot. Oh, and the last one's Martyr. How fitting. And there is plenty of games that yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this mini game called the Horrorscope Final Awakening. For the next few days, I'll definitely be checking out the other games, like I said before. So I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your life, and may the stars forever guide you, or wherever it might lead you.